A little live bait and a pike has smashed my perch. I haven't even got the camera set up or the microphone on. Yes. Hello and welcome. Today I'm at Rudyard Lakes, searching for some monster pike. Pike season started. I'm going to put 1 or 2 pike sessions in a month. I do like a bit of pike fishing. I'm going to show you a little bit about the lake now and then I'll get back to you, but this is a very special place with some very big fishing. Check this out. Set in the heart of the Staffordshire moorlands, this lake is over 2.5 miles long and covers a massive 168 acres and produces some amazing fish. I'm here to catch one of the monster pike that it has to offer. Built as a reservoir in 1797, and it still supplies the canal system to this day. This lake attracts over 500,000 people every year. It is covered in history. There's so many events that have gone on here, and there's loads of old photos from the olden days online. Be sure to check it out. It offers a cafe, toilets, there's a pub that does food, there's rowing, there's boat hire, there's fishing, there's a mini railway that runs up the side of it. There really is something here for everybody. But I'm here for one thing, and one thing only. One of the huge pike that this reservoir has to offer, and there is some real big ones in here. Being the only angler fishing the lake today, there was nobody to ask for any advice or what to do or where the fish normally are, so the only thing I could do was have a walk round, do a little bit of exploring and see if I could find any fish, or at least any signs of any fish. I noticed in this corner down by the jetty there was fry and small fish all jumping out the water, a telltale sign of a predator in pursuit. As you can see, it's a cracking lake. Me and Sarah are going to sling some lures around for half hour, then we're going to do some dead bait fishing. Little Abu Garcia setups, £20 braid, lovely. I'm going to start down here because when we come here that wind wasn't there. There was loads of fry scattering around this boat, so that's the only thing we've got to go on. So we're going to flick a few lures in, see if we can get anything to happen, but it is really an impressive lake, a lot of history, a lot of stuff going on, and we're the only ones fishing today. Got the black fluffy one there, but yeah, there was no wind about 10 minutes ago, and all around the back end of these boats and all around there was fry scattering. There is a lot of big perch in here, so it could be those, but there is a lot of pike in here and some really good pike too. So let's see if in this huge vast water system if we can steal one of them pikeys. Tell you what, I do like a bit of pike fishing, I really do. Got this big jelly lure on. As I say, I'm going to have about 20 minutes, half hour on the lure, then put some dead baits on. This is where I've seen them along there, you see. So if I can just whip that out. Ring it behind that boat. Wouldn't it be nice to have an it first cast? I can't believe we're the only ones fishing. Is that somebody trying to tell us something? Well, that lure is working perfect, absolutely perfect. I'll show it you in a minute. It's proper wiggling away. I've seen fry scatter, the lure's working. Can't really do no more than that, to be honest. The lure's working lovely, actually, wiggling around. Lovely to get a big hit on that now. Would be lovely. don't feel too safe. Should be going in a minute. Splash. It's about 20 foot here as well. Well, it is on the other end of the jetty. I think we're in a little bit shallower water here. That pike then was literally just here. Looked a decent one as well. It was attacking like the fry. I've got some little white baits from me about the same size as them fry. So I've got a bait that can imitate what the pike was eating. I'm going to have a few casts with the lure, a few more, then think about the dead baits. Well, that was a fish then, it was a snag. It's time to get some dead baits on. I've had an half-hour flick around with the lure. I've been down that side, off that end of the jetty, round there. Nothing's hitting it. Stupidly never brought any spare lures, so I can't even change the lure. I've only got that one, but it is a good lure. It's caught pike before for me, so I've got trust in it, but it'd be nice to have tried something a bit smaller and a different colour, or an imitation perch or something. I'm saying that, Sarah's got a perch lure on, an imitation perch. Get a dead bait on. Around this jetty, I've got a feeling this jetty's going to do something. So then let's get that dead bait out. I've got on there a float, probably fishing about 5 foot to start with, onto about a 12-inch piece of wire trace with 2 big trebles on. I'm just going to flick this where I've seen that pike. Just leave it in there for half hour or so, drifting around. Set that clutch as loose as that clutch will go. As loose as it will go. That float might drift in soon, so I might leave the rod on the jetty in a minute, to be honest. That is set. I'm literally just going to leave that drift around in there for 10 minutes. Love to get a pike from here today, to be honest. I'm going to be doing probably 1 session a month over winter, so October, November, December, January, February. So you'll probably see another 5 videos here this winter. One of them is going to have a pike in. Let's hope it's this one. Literally, a big fish has just come out chasing fry about 6 inch behind the float. You can see them there, fry chasing again. They're in there. I'm going to get a dead bait on the other rod. I'm going to put a little sprat on the other one, a smaller bait, see if that will trick one of them. Oh, come on. Oh, perchy. There is fry scattering all around the float, but I think that bait might be big. So what I've got on here, it's a little sprat with a circle hook in the back. And that's on about a 40-pound fluorocarbon, just in case they are big perch, but it should get a pike in as well, that. So it's not quite a wire trace. I'm going to fish that one a bit closer to the surface. Here, look here. And stuff chasing the fry everywhere. And I'm thinking the fry are about that size, so if there's something there eating the fry and I put something there that looks like the fry, then maybe they'll think this is the fry. And we'll be frying. Give them 10 to 20 minutes and see if anything happens. Right, I'm whispering because it's quiet here. I've been fishing for about an hour. Not a bite, but there is pike chasing fry everywhere. There's tails coming out of the water. So I'm thinking I'll need a live bait. You can use live baits here. But I've got no small hooks, so just hoping one of them picked the dead bait up, trying to work out another plan. Might try and net a live bait. Just have one big scoop, see if I can get one. I reckon if I had a live bait, it would have gone by now because the fry are jumping out all around the floats. I've seen pike tails come out, and you know, and they come out and do that and back down after the fry. That's Lily's stick. Yeah, look at that for a big boil there, look. They're all over me. There's decent pike. I've just seen one about that long, but they're not taking the dead baits. They're literally chasing all them little fry and feeding up on them. I suppose I could free line a little white bait and keep jigging it through, see if something picks it up. I'd love a couple of little roach or a little perch live bait now, that would be the difference. But there is definitely pike in the area here. I need to think of a plan. There is fry jumping out all by the float. I've been fishing for about 2 hours now. They're not interested in the dead bait. But luckily the owners, or the staff, have just said, borrow that, see if you can catch yourself a live bait. So, got a little worm. Sarah's just been stamping for worms. And if I can get a little perch, or a little minnow, or a little roach or something, it's going straight on. You are allowed to use live baits here, as long as it's caught from this lake. So, well, a couple of worms. This is the only set-up pole as well. They've got no other setup, so if this snag sort of snaps, then it's game over. Looks a bit deep for me, that. Actually, I'll fish it that deep. Oh, see them all scattered then as well. See that there's something chasing all these fish. Oh, it's been a few years since I fished a pole or a whip. Can't float cock up. Watch me not be able to catch a little mini thing now. Be about right, wouldn't it? Just had my first little bite after about 10 minutes. Come on, give me a live bait. Yes. Oh, that little perch is perfect. We are allowed to do this here, by the way. He did say I could. Perfect. The perch is swimming around, so I'll drop him in now. Hopefully that could be the difference. Hopefully. And I'm going to do a bit of perch fishing. Sarah's just put the camera on. That perch hadn't been in 10 seconds and the float's disappeared. He's pulled about a metre of line. He's just gone bzzz and then stopped. So I'm going to leave you on for a bit. I don't know if the perch is still on or not. Something definitely hit that perch then. And it hit it good, to be honest. Right, come on. I'm going to try and catch another perch just to keep in that net. I think that perch is still on. The float just completely disappeared. It went bzzz and then back up. I'm going to leave you on for a bit now. And try and catch another perch and just keep it in that net. I knew that would be the difference. Oh, it's getting exciting now. Thought we was away then. Yeah, look, just gone. Disappeared and back up. Is that for a bite? There's no way that little tiny perch would pull that float under like that. Right. I'm gonna keep quiet. It's definitely a pike that's done that. That's only a little perch about that big, and there's no way on earth that, well, that little perch would have done that. The perch has stopped moving now. The float was moving slightly, and then he's had them 2 hits. Now the float's not moved at all. So I would think that the perch is dead or gone. But I don't want to bring it in until I've got another perch ready to go on. Well, I was right. The bait had gone. Pike smashed it, took the bait. I don't know how he's had 2 trebles in, but there was no bait on there. I've since caught about 20 perch, about that big. I've got them all in that net. I'm going to put them all back. I'm just seeing how many I can catch. I've enjoyed it, but just put another roach, another perch on, sorry, on there now. You can just see the float moving a little bit. Hoping something goes. Got about 20 minutes, half hour here, something like that. I'm definitely going to be back though. This is the recce, the tester. You can rent these boats and stuff here as well to go out on, I think 20 quid a day or something. So I will be having a big pike from here this winter. Nothing else has happened as yet. There's another new perch on there swimming around. Hopefully something will have it, but this is a massive place. It opens up again. You know when it goes thin at the top end, it opens up into another big lake about the same size as this. It's absolutely huge. Seen plenty of pike chasing stuff today though, but not had nothing as of yet. I think next time, in a couple of weeks' time when I come back, I think I might try on that bank now. I've seen people fishing on that bank before. A couple of rods in, a picnic, nice comfy chair. Go and have an hour across that back bank. Somewhere probably up this end, so I can get one down there and one towards the boats or somewhere. The best thing about it here is you can use their live bait. You don't have to bring bait. It's absolutely full of little things. What I've been catching on the little bits of worm. Just bring a little rod next time. I won't have to bring any bait, which is good. Love that to go though. Just never know, dear. As I say, this is like the recce. I've not done anything here like this before. I've come here before and had a little chuck, but I've never really had a go. I've only had about 2 hours today, to be honest. It's not been a day session, it's been a quick couple hours. Oh, there's a dogfish. How would you approach it then, if you was me, for next time? You can fish all along these banks, the spots all the way along and up this side. What would your approach be? Might do a bit more lure fishing next time. Still time for one today though. Well, I was just trying to get me some bait. Another little live bait, and a pike has smashed my perch. I haven't even got the camera set up or the microphone on. This is on light perch yet. It's not a bad little pike either. Right, reel in a bit. Sorry for this, I was totally unprepared. Here's a nice one. I can't catch any live baits. I lost the others over there, so I've come here. I'm going to concentrate on getting him in now. On a drop shot worm. Brilliant. Right, I'm going to cut you off and get him in. Well, it's only a little one, but it's my first one from here, so I'm going to get this fish straight back in the water. Happy days. Well, I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, I've moved from the other spot, come over here and chucked a worm in, flicking it around, hoping to get some more bites. I let them perch go by mistake, and a pike smashed it. I've now got a live bait roach on this one, and I'm going to set the other rod up on a live bait roach and have half an hour in this corner before I go. See if something smashes it. But yeah, there's some amazing pike in here, and I definitely, now I've had that one, I really cannot wait to get my hands on some bigger ones. So I've got both rods on live bait roach now. Both clutches are set. One is swimming about right there, and one is swimming about there. I'm sorry that I'm whispering, but it's quite busy here, and there's a couple of other anglers here now, so I'm trying to do it discreetly. But I have got my first pike from here. There's some absolute historic monsters in here which would eat that one alive, but I'm away anyway, I'm off the mark. Maybe we'll get some more today, but I'm already looking forward to the next session. So one of them dead baits go. I've just lost a pike. Well, I didn't lose it, I didn't have it on the left rod, which I'll show you now, which I've just put back in. One constant big pull, took probably 5 or 6 metres of line, then it's just gone slack. It was that one there. It was just behind the boat. That rod's gone, it's gone bzzzt. Oh, it's exciting, isn't it? It is exciting. Come on. And the other one's just sitting over there. I know I keep going on about it, but this lake is quite iconic. There's a lot of history. It's like 2.5 mile long, 168 acres, and there's some massive historic pike in here. And I'd just love to get my hands on one this winter. Like a very special fish in 168 acres of water and 2.5 mile long. So much to explore here. Here we go. Fish on. The line is peeling off. The roach is in the pike's mouth. Yes. Anyway, I lifted up and I lifted up into nothing. But keep watching, because I do catch a couple after this, and it does all go to plan in the end. Absolutely gutted. That's 2 takes I've had now on the roach on the floats, and lifted up into both. I don't know what happened then. I think because I jumped up and run, because that rod started tapping and the line started melting off it. I think the microphone fell off and turned itself off, so I had no sound. But considering how big the lake is, and it's my first time here, I think managing to catch a pike and having 2 takes on the first recce's not a bad thing. Can only get better, and I've definitely learnt a lot today. I'm really looking forward to coming back here. It's going to be another week or two before I come back here because, well, I've got a lot of sea fishing I want to do. This is just something in between to keep me ticking on over winter. But yeah, it's given me a lot of hope that as today. I was expected to come here, to be honest, not see any fish, not get any bites. You know, because you could be 2 miles away from the nearest fish, the place is that big. And to manage to catch a little jack pike, although it was probably the smallest one in the lake, and have a couple of takes on the floats with, you know, it was clearly a pike, it was melting the line off, it was taking off of it. Just been damn unlucky not hooking them. Left them long enough to get it in the mouth. The really good quality hooks, sharp, just totally unlucky. Another 10 minutes, that's all I'm having, and I'm going because I am getting hungry. Can it happen? To be very careful here, I've just seen a cormorant dive in about 10 metres from my float. And the last thing I want is a cormorant to pick up that roach. That'd be a brilliant way to introduce myself to the lake for all the people in the office and who are in charge of the fishing, wouldn't it? A cormorant on the end of my line. Oh dear. He's literally just come up behind that float there. Oh, that can't happen, can it? I'm tempted to just bring him in. He's down somewhere as well, down there. Not seen him come back up. There's 2 big roach hanging right in there for him as well on them floats. Oh no. You can just imagine it, can't you? Trying to be all like good on a new lake, wanting to do well, get to know it, and then banned catching a cormorant. Right, I'm going to leave these rods another 10 or 15 minutes and then I'm going to get out of here. I'll only bring you back if something happens. I'm not going to start talking and rambling on. But I think the lake, I wouldn't say it's bet me because I've had one, but I've lost a couple, missed a couple, whatever you want to call it. There's just something about the lake being so big and some of the fish getting so big that I'm excited to come back. Yeah, it's going to be another week or two at least before I'm here. I've got a lot of sea fishing to do in Wales and on the Mersey and that. But I will be back here. So be sure to subscribe and you can watch this little winter journey with me. See if we can get our hands on one of them big ones. I've got no microphone on, but I've got a take. Yes. That's a better one. Only little still, but yes. Happy days. Right, let's get him back. Yes. Gosh, the other rod's off now. Double take. microphone off, so I don't know what you can hear. I think it's a better one. Slightly better. That is pike number 3. Pike number 3, and that's me out of here. Lovely. Thank you very much, Rudyard Lake. With 3 fish landed and a couple of bites missed, surely some point over this winter, one of the really big ones has got to be on the end of my rod. Especially if we can average 3 fish a trip. Come on. See you all in the next one.